Hey everyone, and welcome again to another edition of Natty's Nook. Super happy that you joined me for 2021. I hope you enjoyed the 2020 series of Natty's Nook reviews. I can't wait to dive into some more good reads this season. So I don't really have much of an update for you other than just see some new friends on the Instagram page, and maybe you can see a little bit more of some upgrades when it comes to my video quality and little technical things like that. But other than that, I'm looking forward to a great year in the Nook. So if you haven't already, go check out my first review and check out my channel intro just to find out what I'm all about. But if you've already seen that and you're ready for this next review, then without further ado, let's get started. So today's book is called Other Words for Home, written by Jasmine Warga. So this book has over a 4-star rating on Goodreads. I've decided to kind of leave the 10th element. I'm just going to tell you if it's above a 4-star, below a 4-star, because if it's above a 4-star, you need to go pick it up no matter what. It's a fantastic book. Other Words for Home is for my middle grade readers. I would say that basically any person can read it, so I'm not going to say high schoolers don't go check this out, but middle grade readers, this one's for you because it's got a really simple plotline that's easy to understand. It's even written in lyric, which is kind of like a poems type format, and it's definitely unique to a lot of the other books that are on the shelves, so you should totally go and check it out. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and get into the plot. The plot is about a 7th grade girl named Jude, and she took a worldwide trip all the way across the world from Syria to America. Why, might you ask? Well, Syria is pretty much booming with war and chaos, and Jude and her mother need a place to go. So they go and spend basically the rest of their money and whatever savings they had, and they go to America to live with Jude's uncle. And they barely have to find out where their place is in this whole other world, it seems like, all the way across the globe. So Jude decides to take one thing with her, even though she had to leave 2 of her family members, aspects of her life, and aspects of herself behind in Syria. She decided to pack her bravery because she knew that she would need it. I guess not a lot of people, when she was traveling all the way across the world, looked like her. And definitely they don't really think like her either. Jude was a unique one among her bunch. So as she tries to fit into middle school and fit into the world, the reader has to look deeper within and see what type of bravery that Jude has to showcase to put herself out there and to not be afraid to stand out. So this book really teaches the younger grades what it means to be yourself in a world that thinks totally different than you. And this is going to lead me to one of the things I loved about this book. The morals are terrific. I think that this book teaches lessons that every kid should learn at some point in their life. I mean, I feel like if you don't learn these lessons early on, you're going to mess with self-esteem issues, you're going to struggle with your self-worth, and you're going to think that you don't matter. But I think Jude teaches us, in Other Words for Home, that if you don't feel like you matter, you just have to learn to be comfortable in your own skin and learn that sharing yourself among so many other people is okay and it's accepted, and people only want to see you. They don't want to see somebody else. So I loved the morals in this book. I also loved the fact it was in lyric. So I don't really love poems that much. I mean, I kind of like them if they're like a free verse or they're a little more abstract, but normally I don't like books that are written as poems. I like the normal, basic format of a book or a novel. However, I thought that Other Words for Home, written in lyric, had a lot of significance in her punctuation and in her formatting, because you kind of got a tone from the author, Jasmine Warga, just by how she formatted the words on the page. So I thought that was really unique to Other Words for Home. And the final thing I loved about this book was I loved the storyline. So mainly I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, so I'll look for the love in everything. And I actually took this recommendation from a former teacher of mine that read this. And I kind of saw the plot line now as kind of like, maybe I'll give it a try, but I'm not sure what I'm going to think. But I was really surprised that this plotline, although so simple, kind of intrigued me a little bit, and it didn't make me want to put it down, if that makes any sense. So I loved the plotline. I thought it was perfect for this style of book. And I think a lot of the aspects of the book just fit together nicely. The puzzle seemed complete by the end. So without question, I'm going to give this book a 5-star rating because it deserves it. Other Words for Home blew me away. It was a middle grade book that felt like I was actually taking something away, and the words in the page meant a lot more to me than just the physical book in my hands. I don't have the physical book here. I took it from the library and I returned it a while back. So I don't have the physical book here to show you, but it's actually up here. You'll see it right above my head, and hopefully you can pick this one up on your shelf too. So that's it for my review. Stay tuned for just a couple reminders. Nothing's really new, like I said in the beginning, but I'll just remind you to stay updated on the Nook front. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of the first month of 2021. Here's to a great year and some happy reading. Hope you go pick that read up. I promise you it's worth your while. It blew me away, and I hope it can blow you away too. So I wanted to give you just some general reminders, not updates on the Nook front. I wanted to just say, if you're not subscribed or you're following my Instagram account, please go and do that. It's not that much of a big deal if you follow the Instagram account. It's a public account, so anybody can do it. And it's just going to be there for your updates, and I promise you it's going to become really helpful this year. That's one of my resolutions, to be more active on that account. And when you subscribe to the channel, I know it has to have an account with YouTube to actually subscribe, but I promise you if you subscribe, that would mean the world to me. It just tells me that you want to see my videos. That's all it really does. When I post a video, sometimes I get like maybe it has 2 views to 5 views, but I have like 63 subscribers. So I just want to say, like, if you don't like my content, all you have to do is just comment saying, hey, this type of book I feel like isn't really being represented. Could you review this? Just kind of be in touch with me. Let me know how I'm doing. I don't really have much of a feedback system right now. It's really in the comment section and the DMs on Instagram, so please let me know how I'm doing. I'm just kind of at this point where I'm not sure how to make the Nook better, and I kind of need your help. So please, please, please be utilizing those sections so that we can get some feedback and ultimately grow the channel to be something bigger. And the final thing I wanted to say to you is thank you for your support, but I do need to tell you that if you don't check the description box, half of the announcements are going to be completely missed. So I love the fact that you're subscribed, that you're watching the videos, and that you're sharing my accounts and all of that great stuff, but I really, really, really am asking you, begging you, in fact, if I could get on my knees right now, I would. Please check the description box. A lot of the information in there is super important, and I promise you, you won't miss a thing if you check that box as well as watch the videos. So with that being said, I will leave you to it. Happy reading. Go and read Other Words for Home. Complete the Instagram challenge on the previous slide. You can back it up if you missed it. And I'll see you guys in February. Happy reading, y'all.